Hey everyone, it's time for Good Week Israel, where we'll bring you the most positive highlights from this week at ILTV. Get ready to smile because coming up, we'll take a look at Israel's breathtaking scenery from a horseback point of view. Israeli researchers developed a robot inspired by cockroaches, and we'll learn the most effective self-defense system originating from right here in Israel. Do you want to see Israel in a whole new light? Well, ILTV went to visit Siren Riders, which provides exhilarating tours of the country on a horseback.
There are many ways to tour the magic of Israel. From its breathtaking scenery to its rich history, this tiny nation has a lot to offer. As tiny as it may be, you can't get everywhere by foot, but how about on a horse?
Wow! This is amazing! I didn't think horses liked the water this much.
Today we decided to visit Siren Riders, which provides exhilarating tours of the country, ranging in length from a few hours to a whole week.
So today is going to be a very fun day. We're here in Kibbutz Nachsholim, about an hour away from Tel Aviv. This is the horse that I'm going to be riding today, right?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this cutie.
She's a Swana Sirin, but nicknamed Asi. An amazing purebred Arabian. She knows that she's beautiful as well.
I don't know much about horses. I'm from New York. You know, the only time I've ever seen a horse was in Central Park. Are these domestic animals? Are they friendly?
Very friendly. You know, she's third generation with us.
Yeah.
You know, her grandmother was my horse. So she really a horse that I can trust. I really can trust.
Good, I'm happy to hear that. Okay, let's try this. Whoa!
Long leg, that's it. Now you look like a real English rider. Give us a little bit more slack, a little bit more. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's start this trail. So we're starting out with a nice, calm, peaceful ride, right?
The scenic beach ride was the perfect way to start the tour along the glistening waters of the Mediterranean Sea.
Wow, this is beautiful. They got a nice, refreshing dip in the water. So Yair, how long have you been riding horses for?
I'm today 55, from age 3,
Wow.
52 years.
Wow, that's forever.
Still, I'm not such a good rider, but I really love this animal. So for example, beach day,
Whoop.
it's something that
Coming through.
beach day is something that we really like.
That's it, we're getting off?
Yeah.
This is an unbelievable view.
It was a very important port. This was the entrance for all the Galilee, much before Akko and before Caesarea. So it's from the Phoenician time, 3,300 years ago.
Was that David HaMelech's time?
Yeah, by the way, in David HaMelech time, they didn't conquer this place because it's the people here was Phoenician. But you know, Jewish never like to pay tax, but they all the time like to collect tax. So the Phoenicians are sitting here, pay tax for David and Solomon.
So you're doing tours for groups, individuals. How does it work?
Siren Riders is about personal tourism. We can take a group of 20 riders and we can take a group of 1 rider. The 20 and the 1 will get the same experience. Our real best seller, I can say, it's the Tour Israel. It actually starts on Saturday and it's finished in the Sunday after. And we start in the Galilee, Sea of Galilee, with the horses to the Jordan River, and then Carmel Mountain, and then Jerusalem, and then to Judea Desert. You drive 30 kilometers and you ride in a totally different landscape. And the story of this place and the people of this place, it's the stories. And the Israeli experience, I can say. Each Israeli has his own way to do coffee. I really, really hope that people understand the opportunity to enjoy from a real Israel. And horse is a vehicle to get into the real land.
We had an absolutely amazing time. For everyone out there that wants to see Israel in a new light, this is definitely the way to do it.
Researchers from Ben-Gurion University have developed a new high-speed robot inspired by the movements of cockroaches and lizards. The Amphistar robot can swim and run on top of water and even navigate difficult terrain. The wheeled robot has 4 propellers which can function as wheels on the ground or fins in the water. 2 air tanks allow the robot to float and transition smoothly between speeds and surfaces. One of the engineers, Dr. David Zaruk, hopes the Amphistar will be used for agricultural, search and rescue, and excavation applications, where both crawling and swimming are required. If you want to learn tactical defense techniques, then Israel is definitely the place to do it. Kapon Defense offers counterterrorism training, and ILTV went to try it out.
Israel is known for developing tactical defense techniques used all over the world. Due to Israel's unique security concerns, it's important to maintain a large, well-trained, and vigilant security force. Just a 45-minute drive from Tel Aviv, we came to visit Kapon Defense, which offers licensed defense training for both professionals and visitors alike. Kapon Defense is staffed by some of Israel's most highly experienced and trusted defense instructors.
Focus on the front side.
Okay.
Okay, now
Slowly.
squeeze.
Hold on.
Yeah. Real fighter.
Kapon's curriculum covers everything from providing protection to VIPs to counter-terror scenarios.
Kapon Defense is dealing mostly in training of professional organization. For instance, we are the only private company in Israel that instruct police officers in the National Police Academy.
The first thing you heard me scream takrit. Takrit means all hell break loose. I'm going through the site. The first things I see is civilians. I ask them, where is he? Where is he? Because they are the first one who knows where is the terrorist, okay? This is called Talechima, the first point that I'm gonna meet the terrorist, okay? So I'm being real careful, opening and see 2 terrorists. Bam, bam, bam. First, 3 fast shot.
Visitors can experience some of the same training techniques that Kapon teaches to Israeli law enforcement and counter-terror units. So it's time for a short lesson on firearms.
What we have here is actually the weapon that we use in the shooting class. We have this red tavor that are specialized for doing dry training, which means they have devices that actually block them from shooting real bullets. And we have here the special blue Glock handgun. We call it tactical handgun. We shoot them 80 meters per second paintball bullets. These black rifles, we shoot them the small caliber, this kind of bullets. So we use them for the fundamental of teaching how to do safety with the rifle, how to aim with the rifle, how to shoot, how to advance, how to behave in an urban area with the rifle.
So which one am I going to be using today?
Okay, actually we are going to use all of them, but you know, step by step. So we will start with the safety.
Safety first.
Body.
Body.
Body. Point.
Point.
Finger out of the trigger. Finger
Out of the trigger.
The point here. No, take it. Yeah. Very good. Take the
Okay.
shoulder to the front. Take the shoulder to the front. Lower the cheek. And now you see the red dot?
Yes.
Okay, now squeeze the trigger gently while aiming.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Do it.
Gently while aiming.
Aim,
Okay.
Yeah, 1. Again. 2, 3, 4. Finger out of the trigger.
Okay.
Now we want to check the weapon. We have a bullet in the chamber. The first step is take out the magazine. You take the thumb like this and you push the button. You turn the weapon, okay, and cock it again. Now, but look inside carefully. The bullet comes out and you look carefully.
Okay.
Okay, aim again to the target and squeeze the trigger gently while aiming to the wall. Okay, now we are sure that there is no bullet in the chamber.
Okay, now we're gonna do before firing, okay? Cocking the handgun, body, weapon. Bam, 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 bam. Finger out, look at the chamber, go back. Body, weapon.
Okay.
Okay, first cock it a couple of times. Put your finger out when you cock it.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. You're real good. Yeah.
ממש. ככה?
Okay. It's harder than for
It is
rifle.
harder. I've never done this in my life.
Yeah. Buddy! Weapon! Focus on the front side. Finger in, hard part.
Okay.
And go back.
All right, now with bullets.
Now with bullets.
Now with bullets.
Buddy! Weapon! Focus on the front side. Go to the hard part of the trigger and squeeze. All right. Now
I got
it's near.
it?
Yeah, it's on the target, okay?
I
On
don't
the
even
target.
see it.
But sometimes it's when you're unarmed that you find yourself facing an armed attacker. Kapon Defense also offers training in Krav Maga, the most effective self-defense system originating from right here in Israel. Meet Ophir, Kapon's certified Krav Maga instructor. Today he's going to teach me a thing or two about the hand-to-hand combat.
His main idea of Krav Maga that we use the basic instincts of our body. What we're going to do today is how to stop a knife. Somebody wants to stab you, you want to stop it.
Okay.
You try, and I stop. My watch against your watch. In the same time, I want a 120 degrees angle on my elbow. Okay, I want to lean my lower body backwards.
Now this has to be super quick
Of course.
because if someone's coming to stab you, it's not going to be like.
Yeah, it's gonna be very quick. And from here, I'm gonna grab it.
Okay.
Okay? So, after I stop the knife, and I take my lower body backwards, I go in inside with strikes
Okay.
towards
break
the face.
arm.
I grab the arm. From here, I'm gonna use my knee inside your stomach, your ribs, and your face.
And I have no control.
You can't, because I'm grabbing the arm.
Okay. Whew, this is really a workout. Okay.
It's not a workout yet.
For me it is.
1, 2, bam, bam, bam. Now we're gonna try to stop somebody who tried to stab your neck, okay? So, what is your instinct?
To run away.
To run away from when I'm doing, you saw that was your instinct.
Yeah.
Without thinking about it, your hand wants to rise up. So in Krav Maga, we use those instincts. So when you're gonna stab me, like this, hold, and try to stab my neck, again, I'm gonna use, you try, boom. I'm gonna stop, again, wrist to wrist. The other hand, try to go towards your face. Take your eyes out, break your nose and grab the arm.
And then the knife falls.
Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. If you're gonna cut a little bit my back, it's okay. I'm gonna come back home. But from here, I'm gonna break each and every part of your body.
Give me my hand back.
And I'm gonna push it away like before, and knees. Bam, hip, boom, boom.
Boom.
Krav Maga is very big, and to learn it, it's an experience that you have to try to do it. And I hope that you got something out of this small lesson.
I definitely did, but I remember that the #1 rule is to always run away, try to get out of the situation.
If you can, the main idea is to stay alive.
All right.
2020 is the year of adaptation, including in education. And since the global pandemic took over our lives, schools and universities have been disproportionately affected by closures, having to provide students with alternate ways to learn and have the post-secondary experience. Take a look. This year looks different for students at the IDC. Entrances blocked off, parking lots vacant, and a new school year without the fresh breath of life it usually gets. And while the university experience is altered significantly for the time being, a large number of study abroad students in Israel are still choosing to stay rather than return home.
I still have hope that things will change and we will get the opportunity to come back to the campus and have our college life back.
It's a choice of going home to be with family or salvaging whatever sense of normalcy they can. Their administration implementing new policies to enable them to do that.
Even though my parents were stuck in Italy because the situation there was very hard, I felt at home. I felt unity all together, all my friends and the people here at IDC, which helped you all the time with any problem.
I did the right choice by staying here in Israel because I had the opportunity to come together with my friends and study for the exams together. So I'm glad I didn't went back home to Panama. I think it could have changed my study experience for worse.
Studying on Zoom is widely known to be more difficult for students across the board.
Studying abroad during Corona, I have to admit it was challenging. It feels different because you don't go to class and you have lectures face to face. But the teaching method of IDC, it was really, really good. And so we managed to take the exams in the right way, and I managed to study in the same way with my friends.
But even more so, students like Niv and Hannah decide to stay in Israel.
Israel, it feels like home and it's the safest place.
Just outside Jerusalem is an ecological farm that teaches visitors how to live an organic and sustainable lifestyle. But there's also an emotional story on how this farm came to be. Take a look.
This ecological farm outside of Jerusalem is home to a variety of animals and teaches visitors the importance of environmental preservation. But not only that, there's a special meaning behind its name, and today we're going to find out all about it. Eyal's farm is situated in Kibbutz Ramat Rachel, overlooking magnificent views of Jerusalem and even the surrounding cities off in the distance.
The kibbutz is special for many things. I think far most is the proximity to the city of Jerusalem. In fact, Jerusalem grew so much that it basically surrounds the kibbutz.
Hi, little guy. So cute. Tasty, huh?
At Chavat Eyal, which translates to Eyal's farm, the main goal is to teach visitors not only about respecting animals, but respecting the environment as well. Visitors learn all about eco-friendly methods of building and how to live an organic and sustainable lifestyle.
In the kibbutz, all the leftover food from the preschools will end up over here and is used as compost. Also, all the water gets reused over here. So there's a lot of importance on recycling. I mean, all the kibbutz knows that if you have a plastic water bottle or something, this is where it goes, because here, this is where you recycle everything as much as possible.
How long have these animals been here on the farm?
This goat, we got it as a donation from the beginning of the farm.
The farm is located in the kibbutz. Do kibbutz members come and volunteer or help out with these animals on the farm?
They certainly come to visit, especially parents with their kids. There are kids with special needs all over Jerusalem that comes, some of them just for once, and some of them come to a session.
The idea didn't come out of nowhere. The farm was created as a memorial to Eyal Yoel, a young kibbutz member who died a hero.
There's a very emotional story behind how this farm came to be. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about it?
Eyal was killed on a combat while he was a soldier on the IDF. He already was a student in the university, but he was called to join his soldiers. The family, we thought what we can do to remind him, and that people will continue to say his name and to know what was behind him.
Was Eyal connected to nature or animals?
As a child, he loved very much animals. and he was very connected to the little zoo that we had in the kibbutz. I was very young, but my parents always tell that he got up very early in the morning and he ran to feed the animals before the bus is taking him to the school. When he was growing up, all the ecological issues were very important for him.
So you're carrying on Eyal's name and everything Eyal believed in by opening up this farm.
Yeah, exactly. When we stay here, we can feel his spirit, because it's everywhere.
Because of Eyal's passion for ecological conservation, you'll find eco-friendly items all around the farm.
The things that we are standing on, it's a deck, but not from a wood. It's a deck from bottle caps. Okay, yeah. So it's look like a wood, but it's not. And we have here benches from tires of cars. The house of the goat and the sheep is one of the things that we made by ourselves. From all of it from mud.
Wow. So it's like a self-cleaning pond.
Just a few steps away from the farm, over by the kibbutz outlook, is a memorial dedicated to a third-generation kibbutz member named Yair Engel.
At the age of 16 or 17, he went with the high school program to visit the camps in Poland. Yair decided that he will volunteer to the most elite unit he can make it to, and he joined the Shayetet, which is the equivalent to the Navy SEALs. During his army service, he died in a diving accident. Him and his partner went on a diving drill, and apparently one of them was struggling, the other probably tried to assist, and they both died.
Yair had the reputation of being the strongest guy around, like the oak tree in the forest, a fitting symbolization for a hero who gave his life in service to his country. The monument consists of boulders and stones set in concrete surrounding the oak tree.
All right, and that's it for today's Good Week Israel. I hope we've helped you start your week with a smile. I'm Nittany Manson. I'll see you next week.